Brian.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Steve. Oh,
wait, where are you going?
It's the girl show. I got to go to Kansas.
Oh, okay. Have a good
Congratulations,
flight.
Steve.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Congrats.
Enjoy.
Oh,
How neat. So we were sitting here the other day and we were talking about how he was Kansan of the Year. And Bob Gates was sitting over in the corner, the former Secretary of Defense. He was talking about his new book, and he had been named Kansan of the Year one year.
Both distinguished Kansans, outstanding citizens.
Yeah, so that's awfully nice, isn't it?
Steve Ducey has in store for us over the next several years.
And you give him a nice warm forecast. I think it's getting warmer because they know Steve is coming. That's what I think. Mm-hmm. Cozy.
Give him some nice weather.
Yeah. What are you guys going to do?
He's going to warm everybody up. Let's see. I'm going to be resting because next week is a big week for all of us. Super Bowl.
Super Bowl week.
Super Bowl.
What are we doing for Super Bowl?
It's going to be a frozen Super Bowl, is it not?
It's going to be so cold next week. It's going to be the coldest that it's been so far this entire winter. So you think it's been bad. Coming up by Thursday morning, the low temperature in New York City. So when we come into work, we see the low temperature.
Yes, we do.
It could be below zero. The actual temperature, not the wind chill.
So people are saying, because in the stadium, I've been there, one side of the stadium will be much warmer than the other, based on where you are and
based
the sun.
On the sun?
Based on the sun. So that, I think, is a huge advantage for one team.
Yeah, that's interesting. And also, because of the way that the stadium is built, sometimes you get some stronger wind gusts going through. So it kind of gets funneled through and the wind is a little stronger than it actually is outside the stadium.
So you're going to be tracking that all week?
Yes, we will be talking about that, of course, and hopefully no big snowstorm for Super Bowl Sunday, but we shall see. And I am actually going to the game.
Oh, so terrific.
I'm going to be watching, and I'm hoping that it's not cold and snowy because I can't really.
You need to position yourself next to the heaters that the players stand in front of. Just go stand there. And then they drink this like crazy soup broth.
Oh, is that so?
To stay warm.
Like a chicken broth or something to stay warm?
It's not
I'm
Gatorade
wondering about the effect on the players and how they play in temperatures that are that cold. Of course, I mean, teams are both from colder states, so they have some experience in this, but you always hear about players sort of whining about the temperatures.
I mean, it has to really affect them, I would think.
You know, I think they just sort of bring it on game day.
And it is the biggest game.
Everyone thought that Kaepernick, from San Francisco, he'd have issues being there all year, training, but he was fine when he played. The cold didn't seem to affect him. But this Seattle, they're not used to that much cold, are they?
No, it's a little bit more moderate because they're close to the ocean. So
Denver. They would have the cold advantage.
But they have the dry cold and then the damp cold. And I always think that damp cold is something that you just can't quite get out of your bones.
Do you like how we focus on the weather when we're talking about the Super Bowl and not statistics of the game? My husband.
Wait, I do know one thing.
Yes.
One team is a top defense, one team is a top offense, right?
There you go. Nice job, Maria.
Got it.
Fun.
That's our Super Bowl. Bye, everybody.